So in this question here, I need to find the values of x from 0 to 360 degrees, for which 2 times tangent squared x equals 3. And we need to find our values to one decimal place. So let's have a look at what we can do with this function here. So let's rewrite it over here. 2 tangent squared x equals 3. Now I've got 2 times my trig function, so I'm going to divide everything by 2. So I now get tangent squared x equals 3 over 2. So that's all good. Now to get tangent on its own without the squared, I could take square root of both sides. So let's put in my calculations here. What I've done, I've divided by 2. Now I'm going to take square root of both sides. So now tangent x equals, so it's plus or minus square root of 3 over 2. So I've got 2 solutions here. Now before I move on, I need to rationalise my denominator. So now I've got plus or minus square root of 3 over square root of 2. So that's what my 2 different values are using my square root. Now what I need to do is to rationalise my denominator. So I multiply by root 2 over root 2. So that's equivalent to multiplying by 1. So I'm not changing any values. So now I've got square root of 6 over 2, and that's my plus or minus values. Okay, so now what I need to do is get x on its own. I've got what my tangent x is, but the question is, what is x? So therefore x equals the inverse tangent of these values. So now I've got plus or minus root 6 over 2. Okay, so now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to write these out as my 2 different solutions with a plus or a minus. So I'll write underneath x equals the inverse tangent of the negative version. So I'll leave this one as my positive. So now I'm going to write my negative version inside here. So root 6 over 2. Okay, so 2 values, let's plug them into a calculator. And if you plug this into your calculator, you'll get that x equals approximately, decimal places, 50.8. So there's one solution. So I can write there x equals 50.8 degrees. So there's one solution. So plug this one in, I'll get the negative value of this value here. So negative 50.8. Now, just to be careful here, we want values from 0 to 360. So this would not be valid for an answer. So what we need to do now is call on a trig identity for tangent. So tangent of a value x is the same as the value of the tangent x plus 180. So that's a trig identity that we could apply in this question. So tangent has period of 180 degrees. So also you could add 360. You could also subtract 180 as well. So if we add 180 to this, we'll get the equivalent for x equals minus root 6 over 2. So add 180. Add 180 to minus 50.8. That would be 129.2. So there is another solution. So x equals 129.2 degrees. So we've got 2 solutions, but we've not come to the end just yet. We've got our trig identity here. Tangent x equals tangent of x plus 180. So what we can do now, we can add 180 to both of these and get 2 more solutions. So x equals 50.8 and then add 180. So that will give me 230.8. So there's another one. So that'll be the one corresponding to these. And now we want this one here. So this time, if x equals 129.2, we can add 180 for that and still be in our range to 360. So add those together, I get 309.2. So there are 4 solutions to our original question, 2 tangent squared x equals 3. So that's our 4 solutions. And that'd be a nice place for us to stop.